Fairmont St Andrews was the venue for the Belhaven Best Club Handicap Championship Grand Final 2011, and in stark contrast to last year's Grand Final, the weather was absolutely stunning. It was difficult to believe as the golfers headed out in their shirt sleeves that we were only one day away from October, but it was no less than the golfers deserved, having qualified for the final in a tournament in which over 20,000 people participate. And one of the men coordinating the final today from the SGU, Ewan Dorward, tells us a little bit more about the competition.
A national tournament aimed at regular club players who obviously enjoy golf, enjoy drinking the sponsor's product, and it's an opportunity for us as an organisation to engage with the many thousands of regular club players who play the game on a day-to-day basis. Belhaven, we've had a 12-year association with them. They are our longest standing sponsor, invested heavily into Scottish golf, and it's really through the input of the funds that they provide that we can stage tournaments like this. And really I think everybody engages greatly with Belhaven, both at club level and certainly in terms of drinking the product, and ultimately having the experience to come along and be part of a day like today. And it's really through their financing of it that we are able to stage this in such a professional manner.
A great opportunity then for your average club handicap golfer to take part in a tournament with a real professional feel to it, not least of all the venue and the Torrance Course here at Fairmont.
We're at Fairmont St Andrews. Absolutely terrific venue. One of the things we do aim to do with this particular event is to take the final to places like Fairmont, courses that are invested in heavily. They have a multitude of facilities and a really great product all round, and it's an experience for the players as well. It's really great for us to be able to have the opportunity to bring players here and really stage it in the most professional way we can and provide, as I say, an experience for all the players. Hopefully they'll all go away and have really had the opportunity to play a fantastic golf course and experience a great day out.
And not only a great course and a great day out, but a tough competition and a proper test of golf, as the Torrance is now used as a local qualifier when the Open comes to St Andrews. And with the galleries there looking on, it was time for the first of the 40 teams competing in the final to tee off here at the 10th. The team from Crichton, and that was Andrew Ross. And a sign of the level of competition, the Crichton team finished with a combined net score of 4 under par, which was only good enough to tie for 12th. A familiar face, and indeed a familiar voice, for everybody connected with SGU events, was the next man on the tee, Alistair Patterson from Inverness. Alistair has officiated at many SGU events down the years, and it was nice to see him finally getting the chance to play alongside his partner from Inverness, Duncan McGrowther. But for some it was all just a case of, well, getting it over and done with and having a moment's relief. Alan Smeaton there from Chase, well, I don't know if it's relief or bewilderment, but the occasion perhaps getting to him. Out on the course now, and you could see, well, here's Tommy Saunders from West Kilbride finding out just how pacey the greens were. The course was in magnificent conditions, and the greens were fairly fast. But Tommy knows every good golfer, if you race it past with your first putt, just make sure you get the putt back, and that's exactly what Tommy did. Unfortunately for him though, as part of the West Kilbride team, they finished fairly far down the table, at 2 over par in 37th position. Coming up the 14th, here we have Colin McGarry from Bathgate. A nice approach, playing alongside Alan Aitken. And the Bathgate team were going very well. There was the opportunity for a few other nice approach shots here at 14. This is James Marshall from Bishopshire. And very tasty. Although unfortunately that form didn't take itself out into the rest of the course, and they finished in last place. Billy Little here from East Kilbride also finding out just how fast the greens were, chipping on from the rough, and that ball not stopping. Well, not at least until it had reached the water, the little burn that runs in front of the green. Now, a man who made sure he avoided the water was John Bodman. He came right through the green. And when I say he avoided it, well, he avoided it the first time round. And as part of the Earlsgate team, well, they finished okay. at -2 and a tie for 22nd. Now, we saw Alistair Patterson from Inverness on the first tee. This was his partner, Duncan McGrowther, with his approach at the 14th. And it was the best approach shot we saw all day. A fantastic effort there from the man from Inverness. They eventually finished at -2 also, and a tie for 22nd. But what is it they say? Drive for show and putt for dough. And here we have Pavel Gadomski from Drummoyg. And, well, his putter was on form, especially in front of the cameras. He was holing there at the 9th, and look at this for a putt on 14. Never in any doubt. And with putting like that, well, you'd have expected him to finish fairly high up the leaderboard. As it was, they finished level par and a tie for 29th. Some nice golf in front of the cameras though, and some nice memories to take away. Another man whose putter seemed to be working well was Graham Wallace from BBT Club. This was him holing out at the 12th. But further round, rather more spectacularly, this was his second shot after a nice tee shot at the par 3 17th, and look at this, catching the back of the hole for a lovely birdie too. But unfortunately for BBT, they also finished in level par and a tie for 29th. We saw John Bodman from Earlsgate in a little bit of trouble earlier on. Well, this was his partner, Drew Miller, and this was his effort from just off the green on the 17th. This for his birdie too. In it goes, and a nice little celebration as well. There was a nearest the pin competition at the 8th, and Tom Allen, well, he had his eyes on the prize. And alongside William Brown, the team from Straven were going very well. Tom just not quite getting inside the nearest the pin marker, but Straven finished in 3rd place after a count back at -7. Another man looking to get the nearest the pin prize was Alex Hindman from Kirkintilloch, and again a good effort but not quite good enough. The prize eventually going to Dave McIntosh. Now here's Tom Graham, not too close to getting the nearest the pin prize at the 8th. But that team going along very nice from Edinburgh Western, and Tom with a lovely little up and down, he saw that putt in, and they finished also at -7 in 4th place after the count back. And what about this for finishing in style? Up to the 18th, Martin Rowland from Cruden Bay, and in it goes, and that was to cure a 6 under par round for the team from Cruden Bay, and they finished in 6th spot, and a fantastic end to the day. We can go back to the first and have a look at David Farmer here from Balburney Park and his partner Graham Pettigrew. Well, why are we showing you them? Because they put up a very spirited attempt and finished after a count back 7 under par and in 2nd place. But the winners, we saw them earlier, were the Bathgate team. And no wonder, this is Colin McGarry finishing off on his last hole, the 9th, and what a wonderful putt. They finished at 9 under par for a 2-shot victory to earn the title of Belhaven Best Scottish Club Handicap Champions for 2011. And after posing for a few photos, we caught up with them to get their thoughts on the day.
Myself and Alan played really well together. There was times when I was having a bit of a mare. He pulled me out a hole.
When you're playing in a team, if one's in and one's out, that's where you get your score. So no, we played for the first time we played together. We played fantastic and great.
We never had a single bogey all day. We finished with 9 under, and that consisted of 1 eagle and 7 birdies. So we played really well, and we dug deep when we had to, hold some great putts, and we had some great approach shots to give ourselves some good chances.
No doubt about the quality of their golf today, but what about the course?
The condition of the course was absolutely beautiful. The greens were like billiard tables, the fairways were nice, the roughs were tough, but all in all, the course was excellent.
The course was fantastic. Our 2 playing partners, great company. We had a thoroughly fantastic day.
And what about that birdie at the last?
I had a wee wedge in, and I knew that we were in with a chance, so it was one of the ones where I lined it up, but it was one of the ones, as soon as it left the club, I knew it was in.
To come first is fantastic. This is the first thing I've ever won, so I'm well chuffed.